Hello, audience, and Mr. Miller. So, we're going to talk about rock bottom. Honestly, to me, rock bottom is something. Gotta stop wiggling in my chair. Rock bottom is something that happens when you are defeated, and I've just never been there. Um, I've failed, you know, many times, but I never stayed down for more than. I mean, I've never been knocked down really. So I'll talk about the closest I got. I was in my first semester of RT school, and there was a lab. It was like a skills checkoff lab, and you had to pass this lab. It was not optional. It was pass or fail. And man, my I'd been struggling with anxiety for like 4 years at that point, and like I'd never really had test anxiety before, but I had it that day, and I just basically forgot everything. I did everything wrong. It was a fail, and they're like, "All right, buddy, you got one more chance to pass this." I'm like, "Okay, I know what I'm doing. I got one of the best grades in the class, in the lecture. There's no reason to fail this again." So I did have a prescription for Ativan. I had one tablet left, and I took it. Um, and of course, what do you think that happened next? I still forgot everything because I was a little too relaxed. And so yeah, I failed this pass or fail class. So I had to retake my first semester over again, basically. So a 2 year, actually it was an 18-month accelerated course turned into a 22-month course for me. Um, I was down for maybe a day, but I was like, you know what? I got this. I know I got this, and I'm gonna have to be a lot more humble than I was the first time. So I went in. I took that lecture and lab over again. It was the only one I had to take for that semester. Um, I went in, a lot lower for sure. I was humbled, and but I think your failures, they happen for a reason, and it always gives you the right amount of humility to succeed next time. And if you just quit, that would be a complete waste of a good lesson, and you would squander your ability to advance. Yeah, so that's about the closest I've been to rock bottom. That, and at the same time, I was still working as a pharmacy tech, and I really hated that job. So that was my motivation to really do well and just get out of that job as fast as possible. So yeah, that's my rock bottom. I've been RT for 11 years. I was a pharmacy tech for 7 years. I was in the Army for 3 years active, 6 years reserve. And I've just always, I've always been successful at what I tried. So the impromptu discussion about comfort, I've never gotten comfortable in a position, but I have chosen a path that seems comfortable. So, I did have. So I do question myself sometimes. Like, am I shooting too low? Or am I grabbing the low hanging fruit, as far as my career choices? But, so with that in mind, I do want to become an RN, and there's so much room for advancement and excelling. You can be the nurse manager for the whole hospital. Like you could be get your master's and you can like run the building. you know. So I think I'm gonna reach, once I get my RN and I'll get my BSN, my bachelor's nursing. Um, yeah, I'm gonna aim high for once. I'm gonna do something that's difficult. I mean, everything I've done has been difficult, but this time I'm gonna stretch myself. Um, yeah, I think that's gonna work. So I'm gonna write down. I'm gonna rewrite some goals. I guess I got to think a little more long term, and I got to do what's best for me, even though that does scare me. Reaching for something that I might fail at, because it's just outside of my not my skill set, but outside my abilities. That would be, well, worst case scenario, I get humbled, and being humbled is a good thing. So that's my basic outline for my speech. I'm at 6 minutes already. That's not bad. Mr. Miller, thank you very much. I've enjoyed your class. Have a great evening or day. Goodbye.